There it is.
It's the Hollywood of the Midwest.
Amen, brother.
Is it turned up?
I'm watching on the phone because I can't turn around like that.
Sorry about that. Here, right here.
This is a house of healing. A house of death. A house of redemption.
You look like Blade.
A house of life. A house where I will live again.
Holy shit balls.
Nice. I need to wipe.
Wow, dude. Holy crap.
That's awesome. The camera work is great.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, too. Is it still just one DP doing all this? That's director of photographer for those who are not in the industry. DP.
We are now.
A guy by the name of Andrew Thames out of Cleveland shot that for us.
So that's the guy that I worked when I was there. Yeah.
That was Justin. Yeah.
Oh, Justin. Okay.
Yeah, we have Justin Malinky and Andrew Thames, Jordan Graytech, and that's pretty much a team. Other than it does a filming piece and the sound. Mike Fisher does the sound mixing in New York City. He's an Emmy award-winning sound mixer. We have a little like Mary Petty does the production work. Sophia Ramora does makeup. Todd Reed does special effect makeup. We just have a really tight team. We try and keep it all here in Ohio because we're trying to keep talent, because there's a lot of talent here in Ohio. I mean, for example, I'll use you as an example. D, you acted and you brought the heat in that scene that we. I hope we get to show a little bit.
I appreciate that.
Because it's really, you had a small window, yet you came in and you did exactly what you need to do and pulled the emotion out of that scene. And that's what we try to do. We try and find talent that's undiscovered, because we have a lot of talent here in the Midwest. We want to actually cultivate it, grow it, and everything else.
Awesome.
Yeah, we worked with Andrew and Jordan on Captain America: The Winter Soldier. They were doing the second camera for that, and a couple other projects. Justin was working with me at my other job, and we did these credits for St. Gabriel, and this guy's going to charge us $100,000, and Justin did it in a half hour. And he's like,
Wow.
what?
For like $0,
Nice.
pretty much. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's good to know people.
You got some props.
Yes.
You got some props to give him when you guys make it big.
Oh yeah, and then Mike Fisher's in New York. He does all kinds of television and movies and everything else as a sound mixing for him, and he just is phenomenal. And he was my roommate in college. And
Wow.
So we have a good team, and like I said, we have
Yeah, and
great
Todd
sound.
Reed, his creations are just out of this world.
Yeah, he did the girls in this one where they're doing all that.
Yeah.
That's his fiance.
Yeah, Tanya.
Yep, Tanya
Oh
Kincaid.
yeah.
So it'll be Tanya Reed.
And Todd's a great actor too.
Yes.
If you need a psycho guy, that's him.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good psycho.
Sarah. Yeah, his voice.
Sarah. Girl got no ass.
No ass, dog. Sarah.
He was the guy in that scene that shot us all, that had the gun behind us and stuff. But yeah, he's kick ass.
If you get a chance to cue up your scene, cue it up so at least they can see you in it.
Are we
man.
talking? Oh, with the tears?
Yeah. Show you, man.
I brought the tears. I wasn't sure I could do. I've only done like a couple acting classes, but I've never ever really been in anything.
There's some rough
And
language at the beginning.
I did. What's that? That's called. I believe.
At the beginning.
I believe it's called method acting or something.
Method acting. Yeah.
Yeah, I got into it so much. My partner got killed. I wasn't going to see my wife and kids anymore. Oh yeah. And what helped me a lot was Tim Novotny.
Yeah.
He was super demented, a bad guy.
Oh yeah, his character.
His character.
I call him the modern day Joker.
Yes.
For that because
Yeah.
he's so sinister, but then he
Sinister.
tries to,
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, he tries to make a joke out of it, and it's you're talking about
Exactly.
harsh death and stuff like that. And to him, it's like nothing. He's just it's like it's just another day in the office.
So Novotny was across from me. He was the bad guy. He was the kingpin, and we were eye to eye. And I was looking him in the eye, and I really, really was able to muster. And getting the tears in my eyes. I was really getting the hatred for this fucker.
There you go.
And so it just it brings up the emotion.
Yeah.
But and yeah, it worked. So thanks to him, it helps a lot to have. Have people across from
and he's also a method actor, and Tim's really talented. I mean, the whole Tim and Adam and the double Todd and Mike combination we had going on, and Tanya, and you had a really good scene. And we're going to actually have the first stuff of the web series edited for release this fall.
Yeah, and this was St. Gabriel, and it's going to be. Is it going to be a web series, or you're?
It's
I
gonna
thought
be-
you're making for Netflix or something. Or
Yeah, it's going to be a web series. On the first parts of it, we're going to shoot the prequel, which is going to be a full movie, and we're going to shoot that after we do the web series because we want to get people kind of look at the web series, know what it's about on just the first episode.
Cool.
We have a guy named Derb Morrison that's playing Lucifer in this, and he is just we're getting ready to edit his scenes next week.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to. I had some parts in there. I can't wait to see what how my speaking parts turned out. It's like I always tell people, I think I did really well, but I might be like that karaoke singer that thinks that they can sing, and then they hear themselves play back. It's like
That does 4 shots and goes and does the village people. And
yeah, it's
thinks
like
that
oh, I
am
nailed it,
killing
and then they
this.
watch it and like, what's wrong with the sound on this? You're
Right.
You're,
Sounds
this thing- this thing-
Right.
No, I don't
that
sound
sound
like
guy
that.
sucks.
All right, we'll play this clip. This is from St. Gabriel teaser trailer.
A supernatural thriller.
All right.
Are you playing the okay? Caution, there is some strong language on this. Just to let
What?
people know.
We don't
Yeah.
give
What the fuck? Really? That's
Well,
fucking
you know,
bullshit.
Just saying.
God damn, that's fucking bullshit.
Hey, you got a prospect. Mike Sorensen says he wants to take part in a movie.
Yeah, Mike, he's a New York cop.
Yeah.
He's a
I
bona
think-
fide New York cop.
I think I'll be a perfect extra combat character or a cop. Yeah, you could probably pull cop off pretty well.
All right, let's
And
check
he's
this
got
out.
he's got the New York, the you know, the
Send
fucking
us an
this. and-
audition tape. Send us an audition tape.
Hold on a second.
Call in, Mike. Let's hear
Can't get
your,
away
your
with
voice.
this, Thomas. I'm the chief of police for Christ's sake.
Don't you fucking get it?
There's Tim Novotny.
I know him.
I own you
He was on our show
and your
3
little
shows ago.
ragtag fucking buttboy department. You're like my dog. You don't own me, you stupid thug. When you talk to me, I can smell your boss's dick on your breath.
There's always a little bit wrong on the other side of right. We become blinded and drawn like a moth to
This song is fucking awesome.
It's a desert
Really sets the tone.
Hey, I know that guy too. It's Blade.
It's Wesley Snipes' younger brother.
There's always a little bit wrong
Bigger brother.
on the other side of right.
Here comes the Big D's tears.
Yep. That's our partner, Rebecca. Badass.
There's demons down deep. There is a dark side.
Got some streaming problems.
Fallon Fox.
Dark side of paradise. Even the most beautiful souls,
Here it come.
there is something inside.
Here's Todd.
And all of these
There I am.
secrets untold
You look fat.
scars left behind.
Thanks.
It's that 16 by 9 format.
I'm not fat. I'm stretched.
There is something inside. No, it's not what it seems.
Don.
Jose.
There's demons down.
Is that Vin Diesel over there?
Tanya.
There is a dark side. A dark side
Ryan
of
Bowman.
paradise.
Saint Gabriel.
And this is going to be a series.
Yeah. We got
Nice.
Web series, yeah.
It's a story about two detectives who end up taking a case they shouldn't take, and it puts them in the underbelly of St. Gabriel, where they encounter like the mob, neo-Nazis, and Lucifer.
Actual Lucifer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So right to the source.
Oh yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
I didn't know my ex
Right to the source. What'd you say?
I said I didn't know my ex-wife acted.
Oh yeah. Wait,
She was always
Wait, where's it
acting.
at? I can't never remember. No, that's not it. There it is. All right. I can get these labeled.
So where can your stuff be seen? Like what you've actually, where can we view this stuff? Because I'm into it.
We're gonna stream St. Gabriel through YouTube. Right now we're talking to India actually wants to put it out there for us, and
Like host it.
yeah,
Nice.
and but what we're going to also do is they're going to host it on our site so that people can look at it. We want to get views right now.
Sure.
So once we put it out there, we're going to try and get the views up, get our followers up, and then we're going to go ahead and shoot the prequel and take it as a package and try and market it to like a Netflix, a Hulu, places like that. The story's tight. We got 8 seasons worth of storyline to go through.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it deals with Lucifer, the fallen angels. It deals with demonic possession. It deals with there's a lot of story going on. There's like 31 characters.
This is my cup of tea right here. So
It's because of Saint Gabriel. It was the founding. I would say the foundation of how I71 started, because
Satan, Lucifer spoke to you?
yeah, he was like, "Hey, you got to do this." No, it was Derek and I in the gym. Trust me, bro. I'm prayed up too. I got it. So, I'm all prayed up. So I'm all prayed up. So, but that was the premise of kind of how we got this started, because Derek, when we were working out, he was like, "I want to bounce a crazy idea off of you," and I said, "Okay." And he's like, "I had this, a script that I wrote back in college, and tell me what you think about it." And he started going through, some of the characters and stuff like that. And the thing about it that was cool that got me was it took place in the 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
It was 1940s. And I was like, oh my gosh, this would be cool, to do it in the 1940s. And it's still the same characters, still the same premise, but done in a different time period. Mm-hmm. And going through, the rigmarole of trying to get it done, it is just more cost effective for us to change it to present day and do it present day.
Sure.
Than the 1940s, because then you'd have to get outfits and
props and cars and houses
buildings,
and
It was still tight or
great
tough
idea
to do.
though.
But now that it's present day, it just opens it up to so much more. We can do so many more things, and we could have a scene where we could go back to like the 1940s, and do something back there. But present day is cool
unlimited.
now.
Your resources are unlimited.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
You guys, like I said, we got a phone number 855-854-TALK 855-854-8255. And if you guys got any questions or anything, hey, yeah, Michael, maybe they want to hear that New York ad.
He said, "Give him 5 minutes." That was 6 minutes ago. Hint.
All right, so yeah, well, you can hear Michael. He's
Somebody call in here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about I-71. Let's talk about racism.
855-854.
Let's talk about pussy in a can. Whatever.
Pussy in a can.
I think they normally call that a fleshlight.
Right.
A flashlight.
Wait a second. It's kind of jagged for, I don't know. Anyways, kind of small. That's your size, Scott.
No. What, this? Yeah, man.
All right, so
So another, I guess, tidbit of information. Was that called?
There's Mike.
there's Mike calling.
Mark.
Go ahead.
It's it. I never took acting classes.
Really?
I never took acting classes. I did theater and drama for 6 years through a church I attended.
Sure.
But when they had the drama team and stuff for school, I wasn't interested in it. I didn't. I want no part of acting when I was growing up. Like no part. Even though I was acting the whole time, I was always doing like puppet shows with like teddy bears with my brothers or. Yeah, I'm serious. We did. I was the oldest of 5 kids, and we didn't have a lot of money. So I would put on these shows for my brother to entertain them because we didn't have a lot to do.
Right.
But I was always creating something in my mind to pass the time. But so I've been acting my entire life. It started with different accents and different movie scenes that we saw, and we try to imitate them and stuff like that. So.
Well, I've done a lot of dating, so I've done a lot of acting. So
A lot of lying.
Honey. Okay, this is what happened. There was an accident, and so yeah.
The truth always comes out.
I swear this never happens.
The truth always comes out.
Let's get Michael on here so you can hear Michael. Let's get him. Hey, Michael, you there?
To be or not to be, Mike, is the question. And how many teddy bears did you get, by the way? 1 or 4?
3.
That's
How you doing, guys?
All right, man. What's going on out there?
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. Just night in New York. Just hanging out. Popped on Facebook so you guys live. So, Denver knows me. I'm always tuning into the show.
Appreciate you stopping in, man.
Yeah, I appreciate the phone call, man. Because
what are you doing in New York? What are you doing over there?
I'm sorry? We're in New York?
Yeah, we're in New York. Yeah, what's going on
out here in Queens.
You're in Queens? The fuck out of here.
Not much.
The fuck out of here, Queens.
Yeah.
Fucking
South
Queens.
Jamaica,
Jamaican Queens, man. Jamaican Queens, motherfucker.
Well, hey, listen, let me tell you something. If you're going to start making fun of my Italian accent, I can really go there for you. Forget about it.
Forget about it. Forget about it, Mikey.
Hey, listen,
I love you.
Funny.
Yeah.
A lot of people always told me, they were like, Mike, you ever, with all the Italians that you're friends with all the people that you used to know in Howard Beach, because that's where originally I was born and raised.
Right.
They were like, you ever think about trying to get into a mob movie? I'm like, well, listen, with the slick hair and the accent, hey, well, why not? Only problem is
you can
trying to get an audition.
We need to get a reel from you. We need to get a picture of you, Mike. We need to see you, my man. We've taken people.
Oh, well, Denver's got me on his Facebook. He can actually show you guys.
Yeah, I'll send you his friend request.
Sweet. Do it.
But yeah, no, I mean, acting was something I've always thought about wanting to do. Not to really go in depth with it, but to try it out. What made me really curious about it was working for this guy, Michael Heller.
Mm-hmm.
He's I don't know if any of you guys ever heard of him. He's a talent manager. He deals with a lot of celebrities, like Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah,
when
hey,
they
Mike.
were all famous at one point.
Mike, don't you have
his
somebody?
mother,
Don't you have somebody?
Mark Heller,
Hey, Mike.
he was the I'm sorry.
Don't you have somebody producing or working on a large, like a well-known project, a TV series or something? Aren't you related to? Was it your sister or?
Oh, my sister. Yeah, she's one of the assistant producers for Law and Order SVU.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
I actually got a
found that
chance
out
to work with.
recently, which I was surprised. It's a secret she kept from a lot of people for a little while. I don't know why.
Right.
Maybe because I'm in law enforcement or whatever, and she knows I'm a big fan. But whatever the case may be.
Oh yeah, I love that series. I actually
But yeah,
did a
she's
movie.
trying to make it up to executive producer.
Yeah, I actually did a movie called I Am Wrath, and with Chris Maloney after he had left SVU. So he was real cool guy.
Nice.
Yeah, real cool guy. Really cool.
Small world.
Yeah, we can. What we'll do is we'll have you come in and do something. We'll figure it out.
Well, have you guys ever heard of a company called Talent Resources?
Yes, I have. Have you heard of it?
Yeah. Well, then you should know Michael Heller. He's the vice president or CEO of the company. I used to actually be his handyman at one point here in New York when he was out in the city. I used to go around fixing all of his clients' houses, co-ops. I fixed his house out in the Hamptons.
You need
So
to
he
audition,
was nice
man.
enough to introduce me to a lot of good people like Susan Sarandon, so on and so forth.
We'll get you. We'll show you how to audition. We'll show you how to do all that stuff, man. We'll make you. We'll get you professional, so you can actually start auditioning for some stuff. And we can have you come and do
if
stuff
you
for
like,
us.
I'll come in fully geared up and with my law enforcement gear, and I can show you what I can really be capable of doing with the next Resident Evil movie or something like that. whatever you guys have in mind.
Kingdom of Darkness.
Yep.
We're doing a movie that's also called Kingdom of
Yeah, right.
Darkness.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
And we're still.
I always found those. I always found those horror dramas pretty interesting. Police officer shows up to a homicide. Doesn't realize how deep he's going to be involved in with the investigation. Comes to find out, one of these dark inner secrets. Kind of like what you guys were doing just now with that one movie you were showing.
Yeah.
Motherfucker just pitched you a script.
Something like that. Really something like that.
Going to need to get an NDA or something,
Right. Wow. Well, Michael, appreciate you calling in, buddy, and that it really helps make the show also. And you guys have to give him a shot.
We will. We gave you a shot. Shit.
Now you know what?
Yeah, definitely. Whenever you guys are out here,
You let anybody in this place.
And I'd like to point out that he's getting this opportunity because he called 855-854-TALK on the Denver show. So you guys get any questions?
Send us your stuff, Mike.
And that's how you know
we'd love to
works,
see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I want to get together with Denver one day. Oh yeah, by the way, I'll just let you guys know in advance. I already told Denver about it. Next year, I'm throwing a 40th birthday bash on a yacht. It's going to be a big yacht party, so you guys are more than welcome to come. If you guys want the information or whatever, let me know or let Denver know, and I'll set you guys up with the information.
He really wants his
Perfect.
job.
Thanks.
We'll be there.
All right, guys, you take care and have a great show. Dev, love you. Like
Be
always.
Thank you,
safe,
buddy.
brother.
Take
Nice
care,
meeting you,
buddy. Thank you so much. Yeah, awesome, dude. All right, so see, then that's how our calls work. We just gotta get more people calling. 855-854-TALK. So, anyways, we've been on an hour and 20. Did you have something else earlier? I said keep that up. There was something story that you.
It's an old story. It's a meme now, but it's an old story.
It's a meme.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's old.
Oh, is it old? All right. Did you have anything, Scott? Anything you want to talk about?
I'm still on the. Where do we
All right.
find Where do we find you? Where can we? I mean, Facebook or
We have I71Movies on our Facebook.
mm-hmm.
We have a
I71.
I71Movies.
Movies.
I71Movies.
Okay.
And we have Instagram, I71Movies LLC. And we have
Now, why'd you throw LLC? Did somebody already have I71Movies?
we had several things. We had to start separating them because we started running into that's already used. So we had to
Right.
actually.
Yeah, because I thought that was weird because when I tried for an account, I think it was Twitch. I tried the Denver show. And
Somebody already had it.
I did it kept giving me check marks. Denver SH I71Movies. Then it was right when I got the W.
We have a call.
I could have done the Denver show. Show like word up.
Right.
S-O.
Spell it SHOWE.
We got another caller, too.
Showa.
We got another.
Show.
Let's see who this is.
Who
This
we
is Kevin's. I believe Kevin's in. So, Kevin, you there?
Yes, I am.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, this is my first time listening to your show, Denver.
Oh God.
Oh,
Win
awesome.
said, "What are you doing,
nice
brother?"
to informally meet you.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I just, I'm on Facebook and I see Jose share the link and I'm like, oh shit, that's right. There's shows tonight. So I'm going to, listen in. I had to walk away a couple of times. So I'm making food, but I wanted to call in and I wasn't sure what I wanted to say.
Sorry to inconvenience you.
So I missed a couple segments, a little bit of this and that and whatever. And, but I decided that for whoever's listening that may be interested or even remotely interested in working with these guys, whether they have acting experience or not, I wanted to encourage anyone to send in an audition and definitely reach out because these guys are great to work with.
They are easy to work with.
When I first met them, and this is the short of the story, I'm not going to get into too many details. When I first met them, was on a film set in Cleveland, and I just met these guys, right?
Oh, they think something funny coming up here.
Oh no, it's not funny.
Oh, okay.
No,
they're just
not just yet. Yeah, you'll know it when it hits. Yeah. No, but I just met these guys, right? And it might have been my third movie at the time, maybe my fourth, but it was definitely my third in there. And Jose's running lines with me, and Derek's telling me, all these things, these qualities that I possess, and that's just who these guys are. When you first meet them and you click, they're great to work with and they're very easy to become friends with. So every time I'm on a set with these guys, it's so easy to follow their lead. They're easy to learn from. They're easy to talk to. And it's been a great time on every set that I've ever been on with them. So I wanted to encourage anyone who's listening or who would call in and be interested, like your buddy, the New York cop.
I gotta say something.
Definitely send in an audition.
I said, but Kevin,
and talk to him.
Kevin, when I first met you, I looked at you and I was like, this guy is talented. And the thing that gets me the most is there's a scene you shot just recently for us in St. Gabriel. He's in St. Gabriel. There's a scene he shoots that is so intense that I had to record it with my phone just so I could have it for myself.
Wow.
Because I was like, this guy brought, you'll know it when it hits, he brought the heat so much, he literally almost blacked out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, wait, is this a guy that actually he produces, he's done some work with Tim?
Yeah.
And produces or directs movies?
Yeah, Kevin is.
Kevin, okay, I know who this is now.
Yeah, Kevin is the heat. Kevin is, and that's the thing.
I'll have to have you on, Kevin.
Oh, you definitely have to have Kevin
Thank
on.
you.
When Kevin auditioned to be in St. Gabriel, this is how he met Tim Novotny.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
He auditioned to be on St. Gabriel, and the person that acted with him was Tim Novotny.
Really?
Who you had on.
Right.
Yeah.
And the scene they did is actually in one of our St. Gabriel trailer things. And these two went at it so hard in the scene. I go, Jose, and I go, who's that guy? Because he and Kevin, Tim and Kevin just clicked so well. We had to have both of them. And,
awesome.
And then they came in, they reenacted that scene. And when you see them reenact this scene, when we haven't shot it yet for the new version of St. Gabriel, but I 110% am keeping this scene in there because these two guys on camera together is just like
awesome.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Kevin, I don't know. I worked across.
Wow,
from
thank you.
I worked across from Tim too, and he is it how it worked with you. He just seemed to really bring out the. He just drew it out of me, like his character. I absolutely hated his character's guts. I mean, he did such a great job.
I heard some really great things about that scene from Tim after it was shot, and long before I got the word from everyone else, and then saw it in the trailer. So I found that to be really interesting. I said, that guy could cry on command. He said, yeah, he must, man. So it was just being so savage. Unless he's really that scared of me, and I'm like, well, that's a very cool quality to possess, because I've never really tried, but I don't think I can do it.
I'm
so
passionate
anytime
guy.
I hear someone, anytime I hear someone being able to do that,
it was a passionate hate that I mustered. I just wanted to rip his face off.
I remember hearing you say that earlier on in this episode, that talking about how that worked for you. But still, I think that's really awesome, and it's something I would love to be able to do myself one day. For
I'm
sure.
looking forward to exploring it a little more
definitely.
too. So.
Yeah, and the character that Kevin plays in St. Gabriel is Mickey Murphy, and he is his character is basically a rich boy that is absolutely 100% pure dick. I mean, evil, because he's trying to take over his father's corporation. He's the black sheep of his family. His character is married to an ex-Hollywood starlet that had a coke addiction. He cleaned her up. His bodyguard is this guy named his character's name is Winston, and those two together, magic. It is magical.
Awesome.
So it's gonna be great. I can't wait to shoot it. I cannot wait to shoot it.
Yeah, Tim was.
I'll never forget the first time I shot that with you. However long ago that was at this point. What a supportive cast and crew you guys had on set. I shot that scene with Joanna at the time,
Joanna Lloyd,
and I remember thinking, like, okay, well, this girl makes me kind of nervous. She's so comfortable on set, and she's obviously been doing this a bit longer. And I'm like, all right, just take a deep breath, get ready. The anxiety's starting to crank up a little bit. And I went in there and I did it, and I was like, man, I hope that was good. And out of nowhere, everyone's clapping and cheering like they were watching the fucking game on the TV in the other room or something.
and you're like, what
is this?
Awesome.
Yeah, what did I miss? I go in there and everyone's looking at me, and I felt like my face turned beet red. I don't know if it did or not, but it felt like it. So
wow.
I'm like, wow, that's awesome, and that's what it for a guy like me. That's exactly what it takes. To continue to move up in this field, I think you got to have a real support, a real supportive crew that you're working with. You've got to have chemistry with everyone, and you can't be around shit sticks, and nobody was, and it was so awesome.
People draw other people together. These guys have a good energy about them, and that's what's great about, because I believe in the law of attraction, and when your vibration level, you draw other people. So of the equal vibration level, which is why I also understand. I try to explain and then look at my own life. If shit people coming in my life, I have to look at myself and say, okay,
what are you putting out there?
What am I doing?
Right.
Why is this happening?
Why
to
are
me?
they flocking to me?
Right.
Yes.
Not that it
right.
Not that it lets them off the hook for being assholes, but yeah, it's just like, why did I draw these people to me?
You were counting shit reps is what it was.
Yeah. So. Shit reps, right? Yeah.
Know what?
That's what Jose. That's what Jose was saying. What the fuck did I do to draw this shithole next to me?
I don't count shit reps.
I don't count shit reps.
That's awesome. That's a good thing to put on
when
you're doing a movie too. When somebody thinks somebody really fucked the scene up, and they're like, what do you think? I don't count shit reps. We're doing it again.
So
I'm gonna start using that at work. I'm gonna count shit reps.
Kevin, thank you for calling. We love you, brother. I want to touch a little bit on about what you said. It's like I71. We create a family. We see everyone as part of the I71.
And that's not
family.
just talk either. I mean, there's serious.
It's not. It's what we feel. And my feeling on set is when I'm working with somebody is if I can make you feel comfortable with working with us, no matter what scene it is, what are you doing, we're going to get the best performance out of you. We're going to get the best performance out of you. There's no sense of going into a set and being so nervous that you're messing up your lines and you got to do it over and you're like, shit, I got to do it again.
Right.
And then you start putting pressure on yourself, and then you start messing up because you start thinking, okay, I can't mess this up because they're looking at me. I'm like, you know what? take a deep breath, man. It's cool. Yeah, we're cool. We're family, man. And that's why I was running lines with Kevin when I first met him. He was a nervous wreck, and I'm like, okay, this guy, he's not going to see this as being fun. And I think acting should be fun because you get to portray something that you're not. You get to pretend be somebody else for a little bit.
And that's what I recognize about working with you guys too. That actually you don't have to shoot a lot of lines over again. So that's probably along that line that you guys make people feel so comfortable.
I think it's important. I've been on sets where the director is screaming at their actors. I mean, to the place where it's making me. It's not even me, and they're screaming at their actors. I'm like, oh my god, man, I'm uncomfortable. It's like I don't want to mess up, because this guy's gonna come after me. It's like, oh no.
Now some of them do it on purpose. I heard a really awesome. What's the one where here's Johnny? What's that? That movie,
The Tonight Show?
No, Jack Nicholson.
The Shining.
The Shining. On The Shining.
Right.
Sorry,
I
Johnny,
heard that woman was by the director and stuff was purposely verbally abused for a long time to get her
Shelley
nervous
Long,
wreck. Yeah,
to get that.
To get her. Yeah, talk about method acting. Yeah, and then it turned out, and she was really scared of
Well, she pulled it off. I mean,
Alfred Hitchcock used to do the same thing.
Yeah. Alfred Hitchcock.
I worked on a set where that happened. I don't want to give away the movie and everything because the guy might be listening. But at the end of the director yelling, and this is a Hollywood film, guys. This is like up there. At the end of him yelling at this actor, he was like, dude, I was just messing with you, man. I needed to get that emotion out of you. But at the time, he didn't know it. He was just like, I'm going to shut this whole shit down. If you can't give me what I'm looking for, I'm going to shut it all down. I'm going to send everybody asses home. And the guy was like, ugh. And then he got that emotion that the director was looking for. And the very next take, he was like, that was perfect. He goes, that's all I wanted. I don't.
Wow.
That's good.
Every director has their own, way and method. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that if I can make you feel comfortable about working with me or the role or whatever it is, then I think we're going to get the best performance out of you.
Then when he snaps, you're really scared.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If we snap, then there's a problem because we're usually laid back.
All of us have our styles. It's like Jose directs one way, I direct one way, Rebecca directs one way.
What's Rebecca like? I haven't seen her direct. What's she like directing?
She's very animated.
She's like Derek with long hair. No, I'm joking.
A much better version of me. No.
I would have to, no offense, but I have to agree with that.
No, she is more, like I said, she's more animated. She is she doesn't go into the technical aspects of it. She's as a director, she's an actor's director. Like she'll go in and say something like, you need to when you're talking, you should speak from your diaphragm because what's going on is you're giving us a stage voice and we need your movie voice.
Yes, and there's a difference. Yeah.
And I'll be more like, for me, I like the actor to know why they're doing something. This is what happened. This is where you are. This is why you're doing this. This is what got you in this chair.
Right.
Like this is what put you in that chair, Denver. This is what's going on with your family. So you understand, okay, this is it for me. You're not making it out of here. You know you're not making it out of here.
And who you're talking about for those who are who's listening or watching, Rebecca is just this gorgeous raven looking black hair.
She looks like a bird. That's very nice.
No, she got like an awesome jawline.
Here's how to talk to the ladies.
Yeah,
she's gorgeous.
When we first met,
what was that, Jay?
You know how to talk to the ladies.
What got Rebecca in with us is she auditioned 3 times to be in St. Gabriel.
It took her 3 times?
Yeah, because here's the thing.
Oh.
She auditioned the first time.
Now, how many years ago was this?
This is when we first started doing St. Gabriel. Like what, 2014? 2014.
Because she is like a veteran now. Like she's like comfortable.
Well, the thing is, it's when you audition, she was just kind of not super new, but new to it. But she auditioned, and it wasn't that she was bad. Not at all. It was, I knew what I wanted the character to be like. And she auditioned, and I said, okay, you know what? Can you try this? She tried it. And she said, I thought that's pretty good. She did it again because she didn't like it and auditioned again.
She didn't count shit reps.
Right. She didn't count shit reps. And so she brought her A game. And then when I think of where she was and where she is now as an actress, she's won 2 Best Actresses working with us. And she's become a much better actress. When I think of Kevin and Tim, when we first started doing St. Gabriel in 2014.
Tim's still on the line, too, or Kevin's still on the line, too, right? You're still there, Kevin, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, we do that once in a while.
Yeah.
We get lost and forget about the call.
Right.
Yeah, when you
He's
take,
just listening.
when you take, like, when those guys first started with us, and then we come all the way to 2019, they are so familiar with these characters. Kevin put on the Tom Kelly suit and was Tom Kelly again. He became Kevin
Mick Murphy.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Tom Kelly.
I'm talking
Tim
Novotny.
Novotny.
And when Kevin put on the Mickey Murphy attitude, boom, jumped into it. We poured candle wax on his back like 10 times in a row, and
he got aroused, or what happened?
No, he took it like a trooper. We said, we'll put this cardboard on your back. No, man, I need to feel the pain. I said, all right.
Yeah, I'm a believer in organic acting. Like, we don't need to fake it. You know, you want to pull out the real reaction.
Tell me about it. I didn't shave my back.
In there.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He needed a scummy John and stuff, and you know, I look like Brad Pitt, so it's a little difficult for me to look bad and not attractive. But so I had this. I just let my hair just ground my back. I wore the black socks.
And you put your stomach
and my
out,
stomach.
too?
I can do the belly thing. I gotta show you guys the belly thing. It's pretty weird. But I stuck my belly out to look really, 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 really bad. So this is normal, okay?
And I want to train, and I want to.
I told you look fat. Oh, and you had to do that.
And now we're over the line.
And this is more kudos to
Hey,
Rebecca.
where'd our watchers go? They all disappeared.
Rebecca had to get in bed with that.
And I am grateful.
Poor girl.
And she looked disgusted.
Yeah. Well,
Back
that's
to
the
the
other
organic,
benefit is I actually made her into some method acting there because she really was disgusted to be beside me. And I'm pretty proud of that, I guess.
We're doing because we shot a scene for Wicked Breed, and what we did is there's a scene with Rebecca and Denver's actually in it, and he does another good job in it, and so does Rebecca. We're going to add that into the actual finished product of a Wicked Breed movie, and we're negotiating with people to get sponsorship dollars to make the movie here. We want to make it here in Columbus, Ohio.
Awesome. Now, I met you too, and you did, we didn't talk about that movie, Dark Iris.
Yep, Dark Iris.
I met them at Idlewild International Festival of Cinema. Mm-hmm. It was really funny about that is I watched the movie and stuff, went through the whole thing, then was here. I think Trinity was here. We watched it again, and then at the end, I'm getting ready to just get some popcorn or a drink or something, and it said something about thanks to Gahanna Police Department, and I'm like, what? Gahanna? And I looked, I'm like, they shot this here in Columbus. And then I go back like, yeah, there's the Creek Stone. Yeah, I didn't recognize anything. There's Princeton. Not that I've been to Princeton. Actually, I have. Princeton's a swinger club.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I have been there. But anyways, but it's yeah, I know. Then I recognized everything. Then your logo, duh, I've seen it a million times.
I-71.
I-71. It looks like a freeway sign, right? So
it was funny because you, we were doing the, oh my gosh, the reviews, and you were showing them. And then we had stopped, and there was a break, and you came up to me. You were like, "Hey, you guys shot your movie in Columbus," and I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm from Pataskala." I'm like, "No shit, I used to live in Pataskala." And it's like, yeah. So me and Denver hit it off right away. Right. And then we started going through yeah, we filmed here and we filmed there and we filmed there. He's like, "Yeah, no, I saw that. So from right there, it's like,
yeah. And how crazy is that we're both from Pataskala,
right?
We're just down the road from each other.
And we met in California.
In a mountain in California.
Mountain, of all places.
Right.
It's like crazy small world.
It is crazy.
So
awesome world.
Absolutely.
Got anything? Anybody? Now, what would you like to? Oh, what I was talking about Dark Iris. Yeah. So yeah, and that's Tim Novotny did soundtrack or part of the soundtrack for that.
Tim
right?
Novotny did part of the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Gina Ferrero did part of the soundtrack.
I think it won award for that, right? For the soundtrack.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we have one of the artists that did the song Voices for it. We're doing his music video for it now to add to the DVD sales. The movie's right now in 11 countries, and it's on Amazon Prime. It's on Walmart online, and it is.
So if you look up on Amazon, what do you look up? What is it?
Dark Iris, Amazon.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought when you
how do you look up Dark Iris?
No, you said I thought you talked about going to it. You're doing a different thing with this guy, and I thought that was on a Prime, not Dark Iris.
What's going on with Dark Iris is it's already accessing 11 countries. It just got put in Poland, and it the guy put.
Do they subtitle it?
Yeah, they'll subtitle it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you got to see it that way?
No. In fact, first thing we did, they changed the cover. It's so funny. They changed the cover of one of the countries and put Rebecca on the cover holding the gun. And it's all this different writing on there. I don't know what it's.
Is that one right?
Look, closed caption.
Yeah, there you go.
That was a smarter move. Actually, you should put Rebecca on the front cover because Rebecca's gorgeous. She is gorgeous. That wouldn't be a bad move. Oh, you looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm constantly doing this while we're talking about stuff.
I'm gonna look it up.
You stopped watching porn for about 2 seconds.
You looked up on Amazon, did you?
So Denver, you have to look up.
I just went to Amazon and
okay.
Dark Iris, yeah, not.
Right. What movie are we talking about again?
But did you look up Poland then? Is that how you did it? Or?
No, I just Googled Dark Iris on Amazon and it popped up.
You Googled Dark Iris on Amazon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Well, at this point, society Googling something is a verb.
Right. You see, you looked it up on Amazon.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. On Amazon. I got you.
Yes, I apologize.
Trying to keep you honest, Scott.
Sometimes
I'm honest.
Sometimes I Google myself.
I Google myself.
Amazon.
Oh yeah.
I Amazon myself on Google.
There we go. I'm gonna bring this up so you can see the album cover with Rebecca on it. There it is, right there.
It's pretty dope.
There it is.
So that's not, and that's just the closed caption. That's just the Polish version.
Oh no, it's in like say 11 countries right now, and I don't even know what country that one's in, because we just got Poland literally 2 days ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 days ago.
That's awesome.
Our sales agent told us, "Oh, we got Poland."
So I mean, when something your baby takes off, what does that do to you? I mean, there you go. I mean, that's got to be a mind fuck, just like, wow.
Well, here's the thing
you did this, you know what I mean? And it's actually growing legs, and so many people try it, and it just doesn't happen.
That's one of you guys props for. It's like most filmmakers, I mean, they can't get past the script. Then they get past the script, they can't get past, actually creating what's it called, proof of concept.
Proof of concept, yeah.
Yeah, and then these guys got all these projects going. They get it done, and they hold jobs.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I just don't understand. I'm trying to get one online store going so I have an alternate income, and I'm having a hell of a time doing that. Yeah.
But you don't quit. That's the thing. You have your podcast. You have a regular job.
Right. I got this going.
You're putting your own stuff together. Now you're doing acting stuff. You see what I'm saying? It's hustle. You just don't quit. You don't quit. We're blue collar. We don't quit.
Awesome.
And this is not to. It usually takes, the average time it takes from script to theater is 8 years.
Wow.
We got ours, we wrote it, edited it in a year.
Edited
it. I liked that shit. No, we edited it. Sword, salmon. No, we edited it.
Sword, salmon.
Talapia.
Talapia.
I'll have the salmon. No.
Okay, that's like Jay's Denon. Okay, and Jibble. All right.
But we ended up, we thought, okay, we got it done. We got it edited. We shot the movie in 12 days. Got it edited. And then we said, okay, it's done in December. We said, okay, it's done, it's ready. And we gave it to our sales agent. It got released a month after we had it all done.
Wow.
And we're like, what? Because there's people that had their stuff done and it hadn't been released yet. It's been 2 years.
If I remember right, at Idlewild, you guys came up to me. You're like, hey, we need our movie. You need to replace it. We redid the effects.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
They literally put the effects. I think you guys put it on after they said, fuck it, let's put it on the film festival and let's keep working on the effects.
Yeah,
and they're like, okay, we got a new version.
Yeah, we did. We changed the special effects because we got better special effects because Justin Malinky, the Magic Man, Magic Malinky, he helped change the effects and he busted his ass and we got him done and said, okay, here's a new one. And what we didn't know is the first version that went up on Ammo was dark because we shot it for theater release. And then when it was put into streaming, everything was too dark.
Right.
So we had to go take it out, recolor everything, and then make it the right color for streaming. So now we know that moving forward, that we know how to make it for streaming versus theater release. And yeah, for our first film, it was great. And I can think of so many things I would change if I would do it again, just that movie again. And I'm taking those things, and like you saw, A Wicked Breed, where we are now with that.
Yeah, and I don't want to say anything about your past stuff, but you guys have stepped it up. I mean, like that's a world of difference.
Well, you and Trinity gave us some good advice as far as this is what we can do, this is how we can improve it, things like that. And we kind of knew some things we had to change as well. And the things you guys were saying, we weren't like, oh, you're being critical. We're like, okay, yep, you're right. Yep.
That's what I really appreciate about you guys too, because you guys ask us for like brutal stuff.
Right.
I remember that time was like, I remember I said, who's the director? And he said, oh, it was me. I was like, you had one job. Yeah, but you guys took that very well. It's just, I mean, you guys are humble. You're just awesome dudes, man.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. And we, like I said, we love Ohio. We love trying to create here. We love the people in Ohio. We love the surrounding. We want to make Ohio and Columbus especially the Hollywood of the Midwest. And we have a family of people. I'm a big movie buff. I watch a lot of movies and study them. And one thing I've noticed is directors use the same people in a lot of their movies because they have that chemistry.
Yeah, I was going to say, you start to understand each other.
We have our Kevins, we have our Tims, we have Rebecca, we have Mary Lee, we have Mary and Mary Petty and Sophia, and we have our team, you now Trinity and all. We have a team of people that we want to keep close. We're going to bring other people in, of course. You know, as you come in, you're going to have other people, work with other cinematographers, Andrew, Jordan, Justin, all these people, Mike. But we want to keep our core together. And I'm always going to find a way to put my people in something. I don't give a shit what it is.
Do you ever get to a point where you're working on, you've worked on it, let's say you've got, so much work into it, and then you just look at it and just say, let's just scrap this. It's not working out the way I want it.
We've ran into that a couple times, but what we try to do is, because time is money and we don't have a lot of time because we do work full-time jobs, we try to work around the things that we don't have, or whether it be reshooting a scene or stock footage or something like that. In the worst case scenario, for something to be scrapped, if it has to be, it will be, because we're not going to put anything out there less than the best of what we can do. We touched on what you said. How's it feel to have like one of your films out there, man? It's amazing, because Derek and I, we're so into this. I mean, we forget the success that we've had and the things that we've created along the way, because we're so hungry for the next thing, and we're ready to quit those full-time 40-hour-a-week jobs. Those are our part-time jobs. I71 is a full-time job, right. So I go to work, 40 hours a week, and that's a part-time job. People look at me like I'm crazy, and they laugh. They're like, what are you talking about? I said, it never stops. It's like every day we have to do something with I71 Movies. If you want to build a business, if you want to build, whatever it is that you're doing, you have to do something every day until you get there. And then even when you get there, you still have to work to keep it and to keep it going. So you should be doing something every single day, to change it. And, if you want something that you never had, you got to do something you never done.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know people's heard that before, but it's true. It's true. And then you got to get your mindset right to say, I am going to do this. Not like, oh, I will, or maybe, or stuff like that. That's something I changed this week. It's like, well, maybe if they do that. I'm not saying that maybe stuff anymore. I'm saying it is going to happen. We are going to make it happen.
Manifestation.
Got a manifestation. You get those vibes out there, and then you put out positive vibes. They're going to come back to you. So I'm all at this point right now. It's like, yes, it's going to happen. We are going to make Columbus the next big thing.
That reminds me. You said if you want something you never had before, you could do something. There's also one of my favorites is do something today that your tomorrow self will thank you for.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
I never heard that before. That's good.
Yeah,
and I was thankful for Trinity getting us out to Auto Wild and you guys taking the time to look at our work, critique it, and the connections we made out there with London, London Grace, and
London Grace,
and Angela was also out there, and plug for her little thing, the vegan chick.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't there were several of those, right?
Yeah.
They had a vegan movie, right?
Yeah, and she's
the vegan chicks.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I just saw some of her stuff. She's in this reel, and it came out pretty good. And God, we made a lot of connections out there, a lot of long lifetime friends and things like that. And we want to go out there again. We're going London is now one of our producers on A Wicked Breed, actually.
Okay.
And she put some money into it, and she's helping us on the back end. And we just put a auditioned a young lady named Charlotte Galbraith, who's going to be playing a role in it. She's goes to USC, and she's actually studying film and studying acting. And she gave us an audition. She was great in it. So we're going to put her in Wicked Breed. We're trying to discover new talent, and even though she's at USC, still out here in Ohio.
Are you going to have something ready for the film festival Idlewilds in March, I believe, and they're going to start taking submissions here pretty soon?
We're trying. We want it to be a Wicked Breed. That's what we want it to be because it's
now that's a full feature though, right?
It's a full feature, and it's
yeah, that's something.
Evil versus evil versus evil.
That's something. Plus, you got your other projects.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. You guys are amazing.
Really
a lot of work.
You. Thank you.
So, is there anything you would want the viewers to know about? I know you guys said a lot of things already about that, but just some things that I don't know. Any final words you want to say to anybody?
Yeah, there's some other people that help us along the way that we may not have mentioned tonight, and they're the people like Derek's brother Alan Talib, a gentleman by the name of Ray Shesky, who's always one of our advocates, and then another guy I work with named Michael Santone, who actually invested in a Wicked Breed trailer to help get that made. And it's people like that you meet along the way that they believe in what you're doing, even though they may not be in the acting world or the movie world, but you come across so passionate about what you're doing, and they start believing in you. And they're like, man, you know what? I like what you're putting out there, man, because you're so passionate about it. I want to help you. I want to help you get as far as you can go. What do you need from me? What can I do to help? Yeah. And that's what I love. And I love the community that we have here in Columbus, because everybody's hungry. Everybody's willing to work to get things done, and that's what we need right now, because we are trying to pioneer this. And you got Cleveland, you got Cincinnati, they're doing great things, but Central Ohio not so much. Columbus not so much. We kind of get looked over a little bit. And Derek and I, we want to change that. I mean, we grew up here. I'm a Ohio State Buckeye fan. I love the city. And I want it to grow, and I want it to be the next big thing. And every little thing like coming on here, I mean, this is going to help. It's going to help.
Well, and you guys help in return. You're helping this show too, right? Because we're helping each other. Because we're just starting out. This is our 10th episode, and,
right?
And we're still getting our feet under, getting our format and stuff like that. So.
Right. And it's so important. It's so important, especially when you're in the infancy stages of kind of what we're doing. Even though we've been doing it for a little bit, we're still young at it. We still haven't done it for decades.
Do you guys have any funding pages or anything?
It's funny that we're just starting one. We just got one started.
Yeah, you need one.
We're going to film a little bit of like an intro of what we want to do as far as like the funding, and we're going to put it up on the our website, or not our website, but our Facebook page for Wicked Breed.
Yeah, you guys need to get that going, and
what we want to do is actually, like I said, never like you said, your show's in its infancy, but still, this could be a cornerstone show. And it's one of those things. Right. If we make it, and when we make it, we'll still be coming back on your show. I don't give a shit what the hell happens with us. If we win an Oscar, I'll still be coming back on the Denver show.
That's all I know. Right. That's the thing I love about too. Yeah, it's like I knew them win.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll give you a shout out.
That's awesome. Awesome.
No, we just think that we want Columbus and people that own businesses in Columbus to understand there's a film industry here, and we're missing out on millions and millions of dollars because we don't understand that there's a film and entertainment industry that could be brought here, and we want to be the first company to actually come in that's homegrown, grow it. We have the support of the Film Commission, John Doherty, the director of the Columbus Film Commission. We have letters of recommendation from other people that are business owners. We actually have distribution for our 2 projects already, and they're not even filmed yet.
You know, and I think it's your timing's good too, because I think if I understand it right, a lot of films are moving out of L.A. and New York. I heard I think North Carolina is starting, or one of them starting to be a hotbed for films and stuff. So, yeah, it's good timing to actually try to establish being the next big city for film.
Right. That's where we got I71 from. We have people in Cleveland like Kevin and Tim, us in Columbus. We have another person we work with in Cincinnati named Fred McKistry, and his girlfriend Danielle. They help film stuff for us. They help film the first St. Gabriel. We connected through I71, and we're all about Ohio. We're all about everybody all together, working together to make this what it can be.
Yeah, and these guys are for real. They're genuine. I mean, you guys are authentic. So, and that's what's so amazing about it. And I want to thank you guys so much for coming here. It's getting late, and I also want to say that we were talking about funding. It's not quite ready yet, but I'm starting a Patreon. If you guys know what that is, a Patreon for funding, because this, if you like the entertainment here, and especially filmmakers and stuff like that, I had a thing called Indie Splash that I got started. I'd like to get started again. It's part of Ion Indie, which is Trinity's creation, and I'd like to get that going. But I mean, like I've got like about $2,500, maybe $3,000 invested in all this stuff right now, and we need more stuff, just simple things, chairs and stuff like that. So I'm starting a Patreon if you want to give to that too. Just it'll be out there, but funding is important, and that's one way you can help too monetarily to support your favorite entertainers and stuff. So, but anyways, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming on, and we got of course we got Jay. Thank you, Jay.
Kevin's still on the line.
Yeah, Kevin's still there.
Yeah,
I want to thank Kevin for calling in. And
thank you, Kevin.
You guys have call waiting, or was I just tying up the line?
No. You know what? Ingenuity, my friend. I got this is what I do. I got an 800 number. I've had it for years. If you can believe that, the 855-854 talk was not. You'd think a radio station would grab that, but I've had that for so many years, and I held on to it because I knew someday it's just too good of a number to let go. And now here's what I do. I started conferencing system. I'm using a free conferencing HD, free conferencing, and you call the number, and I got programmed to forward to the conference number some commas for pauses. It dials the conference number pound, puts them in. I've got the free conferencing set up for automatic muting. It's called lecture mode. So every caller comes in, mutes. It gives a little dong. It tells me I don't have to pay attention and watch. It tells me when someone's in. And it works perfect because I could have this little tiny show with that one number. I could literally have 500 people, or I think even 1,000 people on the phone. Sure. And they could all be on mute. They could talk to each other. We've had a couple.
Yeah, we did
people,
that last week.
Yeah, they were actually talking to each other.
Oh wow!
All free because I started looking at how I want it to be interactive. Right. And so I looked up, and there's this company called JK Audio, and they do professional broadcasting lines. The equipment's $3,500. Then you got to pay for each line coming in, or ISDN line. I'm like, no, I can't do this. I got to figure this out. Right. And when I saw these free systems, I thought there's got to be a way to put them together. So that's how I'm able to get this done. I'm so proud of that because, like I said, we can just this little show can have so many callers at the same time.
Absolutely.
So anyway,
nice. I didn't want to be rude and just hang up. So I just and I can listen. I can listen to these guys talk about their craft all day long. In between them and Tim, I do whenever I talk to them.
I've seen your work too,
I'm
Kevin.
just sitting here spacing out, listening.
Yeah, I've seen your work too, Kevin. I want to get you on here. So
yeah, you got to come out here, Kev.
Oh, that'd be really cool. I'd love to come onto the show. That'd be awesome.
Awesome, man.
We'll
I appreciate
make that happen.
Thank you.
Yeah, we will make that happen. So again, Jay, thank you,
right.
and Kevin, thanks for calling.
Thanks, Kev.
And
Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, of course.
And we got Scott King.
Hey, check these guys out. Facebook, I71Movies. Instagram, I71Movies LLC. They're the real deal. It's good stuff. Check it out.
And don't forget to go to the Denver show and like and follow the Denver show. That helps out a lot too. I did start. It's not ready yet, but I started the YouTube channel and also Instagram and Twitch. And we're going to be doing that's another kind of innovation thing I'm working on to get us to stream to a bunch of sites at the same time. That'd be cool. So yeah,
just reaching out, you know.
Yep,
absolutely.
So yeah, so this is the Denver show, and again with the I71 Movies, the owners, along with Rebecca, who's not here, right? But you three are the owners, right? Yep. Okay, so I71 Movies, check them out. Thanks a lot. This is the Denver show every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Check us out, and thanks for listening. And we're hold on. We're out. We're out.
Peace.
Whoa.